The former pop star turned big-mouth Trump hater who offered up her body at the women's march is in the news again. Madonna is now being accused of harassing neighbors at her multi-million-dollar apartment in New York. It seems like the Material Girl can't seem to get her name out of the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Papa don't preach, but I don't think he would like to see this either. It's a shame she went from one of the biggest stars in the world while she performed like a virgin, but then she turned into a liberal activist going to women's marches and protesting out loud about Donald Trump. Too bad she doesn't live in Isla Bonita, or else she might get away with this nonsense, but this time a judge has got her under wraps. The performer will live to tell, but she might not be going on a trip for the holiday to celebrate the 4th of July if she stays locked up in her apartment all week. Some people might consider this borderline insanity, but don't try telling that to a judge. It might be time for Madonna to take a bow. Daily Mail stated, she's been embroiled in a legal dispute with her apartment building in New York since 2016. And Madonna was warned by a Manhattan judge that she is harassing her neighbors, reports Page 6 on Saturday. Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Gerald Leibovitz said the pop superstar was merely harassing fellow residents of Harperley Hall on West 64th Street and Central Park West, according to the publication. The star was criticized for continuing to seek records from the building's board after she lost a legal bid which challenged a rule about her being present at the $7.3 million apartment. The Papa Don't Preach songstress has been pushing back against a rule which was introduced at her Upper West Side co-op in 2015, which dictated that she had to be physically present when any of her family or staff are there. The Queen of Pop reportedly wanted access to board records including voting information and annual meeting minutes to investigate how her lease was changed and how her family may use Unit 7A without breaching the lease. The judge said on Friday, plaintiff does not need those materials anymore to prove a case that, by law, she is no longer allowed to prove. Madonna sued in 2016, after the board changed her original proprietary lease 2 years earlier, to say that her children in domestic help cannot live in the unit unless she herself is in residence at the time. Plaintiff is a world-renowned recording artist, performer and singer who is constantly on world tours, she claimed in her 2016 suit. As such, plaintiff owns many residences around the world and travels extensively worldwide, she said in court papers. Last September, Leibovitz said she waited too long to sue and tossed the claim challenging the new lease. The pop star has 6 children, 2 teenagers Rocco and Lourdes as well as 2 adopted 10-year-olds David Bonda and Mercy James, and 5-year-old adopted twin girls Esther and Stella. She's currently relocated to an 18th-century palace in Lisbon, Portugal, after son David Bonda joined the Benfica Youth Football Academy last year. That seems like the world's biggest mess with any neighbor. Why would a millionaire want to deal with this nonsense? Why can't she just be nice to people? She needs to get into the groove and start being a better neighbor so she can avoid dealing with pointless lawsuits like this. She better thank her lucky stars and beg for some forgiveness like a prayer, but even then, she might still be in trouble. This could be the one time it wasn't okay for Madonna to express herself. I hope she cherishes her former days and turns it around. Hopefully she knocks it off or a judge might dress her up in an orange suit one day.